In today's episode, I'm going to be talking with you about one of my favorite personal finance topics, which is multiple income stream. I have been a multiple income stream girl since the time I left my parents' house and became financially independent. Today, my husband and I have over 10 income streams that I'm going to talk you through. And in this episode, I'm going to talk with you about how you can get started on your multiple income journey too. Because y'all, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and that is by no accident. That is by no mistake. It is because it is good financial strategy to have multiple income streams. And if you are not doing this in your financial life, now's the time, my friend. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello, my name is Whitney Morrison, and I help individuals create financial freedom without restrictive money plans. So if you are ready to change your relationship with money so you actually build wealth, hit subscribe below and let's make this happen. You can also follow along via the Holistic Money Podcast, which you will find linked in the description below. Before I dive into today's episode, I did want to let you know that the Holistic Money Program is officially open for enrollment. For those of you that don't know, this is my signature money program. It is for those of you that just feel like you're not a money person or you've never really been good at money. It is designed to help you learn a simple, easy to execute money management system, teach you the financial education basics, and most importantly, help you step into your financial confidence and your financial power. You can learn more at www.holisticmoneycourse.com. First, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why I love multiple income streams and why you should consider adding this strategy to your life as well. Number 1, because it diversifies your income. Just like investors want to diversify their investments, diversifying your income helps you reduce risk with money. Now, a lot of you that have W-2 income jobs, like you work at an employer, you may be in the mindset that your employer is your only source of income, that they are where you should be putting all of your time and loyalty and your attention. But I really think that there needs to be a shift in the way that you are relating to your corporate income salary, simply because you ultimately are at the disposal of this company, whether or not the economy changes or the leadership changes, or they decide to do a reorg at your company within a whim, you could be laid off or fired from your job. And so this idea that as employees, we should be giving all of our time and energy and attention to one individual income source just does not make sense and is not financially healthy for you. So I highly suggest starting to reframe your mindset around having a corporate role into one of which, hey, this is one of my clients that I dedicate 40 hours a week to. And then start to consider, how can you use your time, your money, or your talent to start to generate multiple income streams. And I'm going to teach you some ways that you can get started. You may also be listening as an entrepreneur who has a business and you're putting all your time and your energy into building this business. But multiple income streams can be so helpful in your business building process, simply because it allows you to take a lot of the pressure that you may have off of this income stream and diversify across a variety of different ways that you can make money. I know for me, having my consulting work, for example, or having the creative ways that I make money on my land as another income stream has been incredibly helpful in my business building process. Another reason why I love multiple income streams is because it helps me accelerate my wealth building journey. Like I said, my husband and I have over 10 different income streams. And because of this diversification in our income streams, we have been able to make much faster progress towards our financial goals. It's really created this environment for us where it feels like money can come from anywhere. My husband does real estate on the side and closes 5 to 6 properties a year. So whenever he has a closing, we get an additional $5,000 to $15,000 in revenue coming in. I will also do project-based consulting work for fintech startups. So that is an additional way that we have money coming in. And what happens for us is whenever we're creating any kind of goal for the future, it's not like we're discouraged by our timeline, because we realize there are so many different ways that we can get to the goal that we actually want to achieve. And that feels like a much more creative and free process versus just having one income stream with a fixed amount of money coming in and waiting to hit a financial goal based off of how much you can just save from one income stream. When you have multiple income streams coming in at different times, at different paces, then it can really help you start to accelerate your goals and I think remain more positive through the wealth building process and see more possibilities on how you can hit your wealth building goals faster. Another thing actually that multiple income streams has done for me is it's allowed me to infuse a lot of creativity into my money making process. So for example, I live on 10 acres in Wimberley, Texas. I have 2 rental units out here. I have chickens and ducks, and I have a flower garden. And one of the new income streams that I've introduced is for our guests, I have started selling them my eggs from my chickens. And I have also started making bouquets from my flower gardens that they can donate and take a fresh bouquet home with them from my land. I have also started to incorporate in s'mores packages that I can leave in my rental unit that people can start to pay for. And these have all been things that I actually really enjoy doing. These are my hobbies. These are some of the things that I love that I have now started to create little income streams around. And this is something that I want to encourage you to start doing in your life as well. Making money does not have to be a hard, laborious, stressful process. You can actually have fun in the process. You can do things that you like doing and start making money for them. So now I want to begin to talk with you about the different places that you can look either in your professional skill set or just with extra time that you have, or maybe even extra money that you have, that you can start to create multiple income streams in your life. The first place that I suggest you start looking in order to find a new income stream for yourself is at your professional skill set. So whether you're an attorney or a financial planner or a mechanic or an electrician, whatever it is that you may be doing with your professional life, you can start to create different income streams with these skills. So for example, for me, when I was working at Wells Fargo Advisors, my primary role was to sell investment portfolios to individuals that had investable assets over $100,000. A lot of the people that I knew at that time in my life did not have that kind of income, but that did not mean that they didn't need help with their money. So on the side, I would charge friends and family or anyone who approached me hourly to build a money map with them. Really quick, I just want to tell you, this is how long I have been money mapping, y'all, back in my Wells Fargo Advisors days, which is over 10 years ago. If you don't know what a money map is, it is my signature money management system that I teach everyone to make money management simple and doable. I actually have a free training on how to set up a money map. You can find it in the description below. For me, this was one way I started using my professional skill sets to make extra money outside of the job that I was doing. Some of you may have non-compete concerns that you want to look into before you start to do any kind of side work outside of your professional job. And I highly suggest you do this because a lot of you will just live in fear of that versus actually going to work to figure out what you can and can't do. But don't discount your professional skills as a way for you to make more money. This is what you know. This is value you have to offer. So it's absolutely one of the places that you want to start to consider, hey, how could I actually start to bring in some extra money, do side work for people that I know? If you are an entrepreneur currently building a business, then I highly suggest you look for other income streams outside of your primary business, whether it is using your professional skills to get consulting work or part-time work. If you are not making the money that you want to be making in your business consistently month over month, then this can be a great way to reduce stress on your business, reduce stress for yourself, and diversify your income streams between multiple places because you never know what's going to happen. I love to always have a plan B and a plan C and a plan D with my income as an entrepreneur. I think it's really healthy and it helps me be better at the work that I do. If you do have years of experience in your industry, you could also consider speaking at workshops or conferences. Speaking engagements can be a really lucrative way for you all to make more money. If you want to build your brand, your personal brand, and share the value of what you have to offer, there's also the possibility of writing a blog or starting a podcast on any of the topics that you have experience in. Just don't discount all the different ways that you can use your professional skills to help someone else or to speak or to teach, because these are amazing ways that you can add additional income streams to your income portfolio. Another way that you can make additional income is through real estate. And there are so many ways that you can do this. If you know me or if you've been following my work for any amount of time, you know that I am also a real estate girl. 6 of my 11 income streams come from different real estate properties that I have. I have 2 Airbnbs and 4 different rental units that I rent out. But even before I had my Airbnbs and my rental properties, I was house hacking. I was renting out my apartment on Airbnb. These are all ways that you can start to make extra money through real estate. Even if you have a garage. One of my clients just started renting out her garage as a workshop space for a local craftsman that was in her community and needed some place to be able to work. So there are so many different ways that you can leverage real estate. Another one of my good friends, she just started a glamping business where she is renting different campsites, and she bought a bunch of different tents that she's going to bring out and create a glamping experience on these campsites. So it's really just starting to get creative with all the ways that you can leverage real estate and creating unique experiences for people and renting out property that you own. So this is why I think homeownership can be such a lucrative opportunity for you. Sure, I love homeownership in the aspect of having an investment that will appreciate in value over time. But I think what is actually more interesting about real estate and homeownership is all the different ways that you can leverage income off of your property. And if you think about buying a home that way, if you think about real estate that way, you can actually start to create a very diverse portfolio of income streams simply through homeownership. The absolute biggest barrier that a lot of you have to making money through real estate is the mindset that you have around it. A lot of you are convinced that you're not going to like the experience, but what you're not seeing is what the additional income will actually be like in your life and what it feels like to have another income stream supporting you that is not directly dependent upon your professional skills or you going to work every day. Turning your house into a rental when you go on vacation, for example, can be done in a way that you still protect your personal property and your asset. Or renting out a room in your house can still be done in a way that you have privacy in your home. You don't have to share your kitchen, for example. You could just turn a bedroom into its own unit. These are all things that I have done on my wealth building journey. And time again, I am amazed at the amount of people that have resistance to adding this income stream to their portfolio because the benefits so heavily outweigh the cost of renting out part of your property to other people. Another way that I think is really interesting to use real estate as a way to make money is to invest in a rental property with multiple investors. I've seen this more and more where friends or family members are getting together to buy a rental property, each person either just being a financial investor or someone who is actually going to be doing work on the property and trading their time and skills for equity in the home. But I think this is a really interesting way to add in another income stream because if you don't have enough money to buy your own rental property and don't want to take on all the risk of having a rental property by yourself, you could also look at buying a place with multiple investors. This could help you get in at a lower cost and also have an additional income stream. Other ways you can add income streams is to drive for Uber or do work through TaskRabbit or put up an ad on Fiverr and start taking on work through that website or make a product and sell it on Etsy. The truth is there are unlimited ways for you to add income streams to your life. The biggest thing that you have to work through is your mindset about it, the beliefs that you have around taking on multiple income streams and how you think your time and energy should be diverted in your money-making process. Because if you're just believing you should have one income stream to support your whole life, then it's going to be really difficult to start to understand how you can take on multiple income streams at once. Like I said at the beginning of this podcast, having multiple income streams is critical to your financial health and your wealth building strategy. There are so many benefits to adding income streams to your life. All right, y'all, if you have any questions about how to get started with multiple income streams in your life, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, y'all, have a great week and I will see you in the next episode.